Fox is the biggest schemer. That's what I think.
Yes, yes,
Right?
absolutely. We used to be the schemers. I think he took over.
Yeah.
So, guys, we're going live. This is it right here. Knee into grab.
The knee into grab is one of my favorites.
Oh, gosh.
So good.
Because you see grab into knee, but that was knee into grab.
Yeah, it's so good when he
and then he
that.
follows up off that grab.
Yeah, it's very strong. And when he can do that on Yoshi's story, whoa, I like that.
Ooh.
That little fake out ledge grab, but then he gets hissed and, you know, he's all right. So the fact that Peach can fly is very advantage to her in this matchup, I think. You know, I mean, you saw a second ago, solid. You saw a second ago, you know, Peach was out there, and against the Fox, like S2J was doing to Lucky, you know, you go out there, intercept with the up air, but the Peach can just float, move backwards, and pick and choose when she goes in, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, that's strong. Last time I checked, when, so Peach gets a KO on Falcon, right? Yeah. And then if you're Peach and you grab a turn up and then go off the ledge and float.
Get off the stage, get out.
There's just no options.
Falcon
you are
can't come out there.
That's what I think. I don't think I've ever seen
it. He has to turn up. Okay, but he doesn't go off the stage.
There probably has lots of options to not get hit. I mean, honestly, when you have the upper hand like that.
Of course. I feel like Wizzy's all over the place in a good way. I feel like his hit frames are everywhere, and like MacD's just doing what he can to get away from them. But see how simple that was?
Yeah, that was
down
simple.
Throw knee, down throw knee. So simple. It didn't even look hard. It wasn't even reaching.
Yeah, agreed. You know, it's all about how low Peach is when she gets KO'd.
Yeah.
Because if you're on the wrong side of the stage and you get, you know, knee to the right, too busy and
could have been another knee. That double up air, I thought that was going to be an up air knee. Ooh,
smart.
Great. So smart. Didn't give Wizzy the option to tech him.
Yep, I was waiting for it.
I was waiting for Wizzy to tech. Absolutely. Dude, I think a down throw knee would finish her off right now. Ooh. I'm not positive, but I think that would happen. But Wizzy can't even move.
Here we go. Here we go. That was really solid.
MacD.
Starting from getting the grab at 0 and there's not much you can do, MacD ran past the Captain Falcon and down smashed.
Yeah. So smart. And
that's 100%, but
that's so unfair. Like, I just combo the heck out of you, and then I get kneed and I die.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't it true? So that neutral air, a lot of hit frames all around it, but Wizzy able to stomp above.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. With that whole fade back thing, but...
I don't think anyone knew that was a dash.
Kind of tragic, too.
MacD knew that was
I think if he knew, he wouldn't have thrown it like that.
Yeah.
He lost it. When he could have ledge guarded that any other number of ways.
He could have ledge guarded, hit it with him, then grabbed it.
Wow, and then Wizzy just...
That
was a brutal short match.
It was, especially on that stage. Usually we expect longer matches, not on that stage.
I guess the only thing MacD did wrong was get grabbed. Because I thought his offense was pretty sharp, but I guess getting grabbed was the problem. We need to not get grabbed.
Right here, by the way.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty darn strong, I think, for the Peach. I would be surprised if Peach didn't take this.
Here's the scary part. The ledges are close. And that knee can kill it like 50%.
Yeah, it can, but if MacD can choose to use the platforms a lot, he can not get grabbed. Like just right there, he got hit and now he is on a platform instead of just being on the ground.
Yeah, I agree. Look at coming back on the stage with that dare. Definitely covers several options, getting the Peach off him.
Ooh,
this could be it right here.
Missing the float cancel and getting shield grabbed out of it.
Up air
it's gonna cost the stock.
Fair. So here's what I've noticed about Wizzy, what I like so much about him. I don't think he gets hindered by working in small spaces. You know, S2J needs his runway. I don't think Wizzy needs that, and I think he can actually do well in these small spaces. Look, he has no room right here, but he's still making stuff off. Did he just do a grab release?
Yes.
I don't know if that was intentional, but it worked. It got the Peach off the stage, and he couldn't have followed up if he threw him off the stage. Interesting. But you see what I'm saying? He's working very well in a small spot.
He's doing
and
a good job
Falcon is not known for that, and that's why I think Wizzy could take it to the next level.
Well, let's see. Now's his chance, right?
Oh, yes. He has to get into top 8 to prove something.
MacD up in his face, throws him off.
MacD called him out.
Yeah, that's what you've got to do. It's honestly, it's like it's pretty easy. Like, it wasn't so much a call-out as it was like... It wasn't so much a call-out as it was like, you can't do that. That was great. That was not letting FOG come to you. That was you coming to
FOG. Yep, I agree.
Yep, great job there for MacD. And now he's got what feels like 1,000,000%. Doesn't get faked out. Finishes it off. That's a solid play.
Into fair. I like that. That was very solid. And that's the MacD that beat Mango just a few weeks ago.
More than a few weeks ago. But yes, absolutely. The one we're sawing.
Might have been a lot of weeks.
It was a lot of weeks. Yeah, that's true.
It was days. It was a ton of days.
Okay, Wizzy getting the clean gentleman there. A couple of up airs going to whiff, and then MacD. I mean, as much as you say that Wizzy is good in the close quarters, it's still going to be MacD's
okay,
advantage.
Yeah, you're still dealing with
to the
Peach.
nth degree.
You're still dealing with Peach in close quarters. Nobody wants that. She has so many frames inside her with a lot of her moves that do so much damage. I totally agree.
Okay, wow, I love when you have 2 matches, back to back, where each player does really well.
Yeah. So now the stage might come into play.
Pokemon Stadium. All right.
Now this is interesting because you have a lot of it open for Wizzy, and then the transformations close for MacD.
Sure.
Look how he just watches. He just watches. He knows that he could chain throw when the Peach DIs his down throw really far out at low percents. And as soon as she didn't, he went for an air. Going
Wizzy
for all
hoping
the
to
right
sneak
things.
that F tilt in there. Not quite going to do it. All right, MacD with the air dodge.
Whoa.
I like that. That saved him.
I was not ready for that air
He's
dodge.
living. Trying to roll in to grab center stage. Again, but at this point, as long as, there's health, we're good.
Yeah. That's how Peach rolls.
Okay, the dash dance movement again, and then I thought the
protection.
I thought the neutral was going to come out first.
Yeah,
but
me
was
too.
able to throw that bear out, and that's going
And
to work.
that bear has some priority when it hangs
Yeah.
out back there like that.
See that? Nice and patient.
Didn't
Got
get
all
tricked
the
up
time in the world
whatsoever.
to float back there, and then neutral air back. That's going to do it. Okay, we're tied up at 3 stocks
so,
each.
I mean, is that a Falcon thing? Is that a MacD thing? Is that a Peach thing? Do you
It's
think
Peach.
any character can do that?
Yes, it's way harder for other characters.
Okay.
I think Peach has a lot more ground to stand on with that kind of stuff.
Got it.
And that's one of the things that I think she has that's good for her in this matchup. So MacD executing on that is super important.
Yeah, absolutely. Where other opponents haven't been, we've been watching that, they haven't been able to.
All right, now, so MacD's got his back to that tree. That is a good thing. Absolutely.
I absolutely would.
He can tech it to stay alive. He can get the Falcon stuck in the tree there.
Oh,
yeah.
Wizzy losing his job. Yeah, so Cap Falcon's not going to KO a Peach upward. So if you just put your back to that tree.
Solid,
oh,
MacD. Whenever there's a tussle, that's when Peach is going to come out on top. And MacD is tussling right now.
Yeah.
Just little stuff like that, getting stray turnips involved, getting trees involved.
That's going to be it right there.
Yeah, so far I think MacD's benefited from the stage more than Wizzy has.
I think he has. MacD, I feel like not much has happened during this neutral stage. A lot more action's happening during the changes, and so that's helping MacD more.
Yeah, that's true. And keep in mind, which of the transformations come out, not dependable.
Yeah, absolutely. And that tree in the rock is definitely no good for the Captain Falcon. The windmill's not much better either, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I wonder what Wizzy sees in the stage.
Ooh.
Okay, just going to go ahead and just lean on that L button and throw away that stock, but it's all right because we're low and we can bounce out of that really fast. We'll get the regrab.
I feel like the advantage that MacD had was he had that lead, right? I don't think he has a huge advantage in the neutral or even in like the KOing. I think his advantage was that he had the lead, and he lost that. He doesn't have that anymore.
Yeah, but he can take those stocks super low too. So again, he's got goofy ass setup, and we can just kind of get into a little tussle, and that's where you're going to see MacD.
But look at him.
Ooh,
Wizzy
went low. Proper
This
umbrella
could be
down
right
throw
here.
is not a good.
That's it.
That's it. 2 for Wizzy.
Oof. Wizzy taking a sip of water. I think I'll do the same. And look at MacD thinking. That's what I like. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that thought process.
True. Stage is important here.
There's no salty run back. There's let me think. Let me put time and effort into this. Let me take a moment to gather myself. That's the kind of Smash I enjoy.
Okay. So we go to Battlefield here.
4th match.
Yeah, 4th
Wizzy
match.
up. 2-1. And I like how they're staying away from each other. They're being very patient. Almost as if last match when they were... So I think Wizzy was being patient during the stage changes, and MacD was being patient during the neutral stage. Well, now they're both being patient because they don't know when to go in on each other.
Also notice how MacD is doing a great job of DIing Wizzy's neutral air.
He is. You have to DI that thing out of there, because if you don't, it's going to be able to just follow up with a knee like that. He got hit very hard.
Wizzy able to just, I mean, really able to go out there. Captain Falcon can go deep.
He can.
And those gentle little up air kills, they're going to make all the difference.
Especially at that percent, all you need is a little tap.
Sure.
That far out, that percent, you don't need a big knee or anything like that. A little flick of the feet. Was that a death turn?
No, it just hit weird.
Yeah, the way it bounced, it
yeah,
almost
but it wasn't a
looked like
death. Okay, Wizzy able to sneak back in that time. MacD doing a good job of guarding, but Wizzy able to get back in, and now he's at 126.
This is going to hurt, though.
It's kind of MacD's KO. But again, that strong DI there, and he's fine.
That was a great DI. So we held in, and then DI'd the first hit pretty hard, getting him out of the combo.
Yeah, absolutely. Good stuff. Okay, and we're at 3 stocks each, but just like that, the up B has to be used.
Ooh.
Surprisingly, the forward air didn't come out. We got a little bit of damage here from the down smash.
Look at Wizzy just taking his time.
See, with that reverse
as fast
forward air.
as Peach can be, I'm sorry, Captain Falcon's faster, okay? And Wizzy just waited and used his speed to get in.
And the spacing, great
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Trying to outspace each other, but Wizzy winning that spacing battle.
Wizzy definitely just won that spacing battle.
Yeah, very strong.
And look at him tacking on percent.
So much percent.
Oh,
he goes
my
under, but he's fine.
goodness.
He's all right. It's soft knee, and then a hard knee, and now we're 3 stocks
This
to
could
1.
be woo, the last stock for MacD.
Yeah, this is scary stuff.
I would love to see Wizzy go into top 8 here.
I
Not
mean,
that I don't want to see MacD. I do. I really like MacD, but I want to see Wizzy move forward.
Yeah, we need magic. I like coming over those multiple aerials while he was floating. It's good to mix it up, throw new things in there, but Wizzy's looking too tight right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As
Wizzy
tight as
had
he's
no
looking.
room to run right there. But yeah, he's looking fantastic.
Yeah,
He has still 2 more. Even if he loses stock here, he still has 2 more stock to really work with. There you go. MacD sending him off the right side of the stage
guard.
with the correct side of the stage.
2 up airs right there, and now I feel like I'm just so scared for the Peach's life at this point. Okay. All right, everybody relax.
All right, everyone calm down. A knee is going to do it, guys. I think at this point an up air is going to do it. Even Gimmer's yelling.
Uh-oh, but Wizzy, that was scary.
MacD's chance right there.
That was a hold your breath moment
stock.
for sure. Time for percent to come.
No jump, no jump.
Bad DI and no jump.
Guys,
okay.
last stock for both characters.
You've got tricks.
Oh,
pull him out.
Peach is, oh, Peach almost
barely
survived that.
All right, that's Wizzrobe. 3-1 over MacD, going to make it to the last day of DreamHack.
Going into top 8.
He does it. We get to see him tomorrow.
Husband got his wish. He's going to get more
gaming,
MacD.
Yeah.
I like it. Not MacD, I'm sorry, more Wizzy.
We all do. Oh, no, I've got bad news for you
What's
guys.
the bad news?
And I got bad news for Kevin. Got bad news for Axe.
Oh, man.
Bad news for Wobbles. Axe and Wobbles coming up next.
Going to play each other. Only one. 2 good friends. Only one can make it into top 8.
It hurts.
What is the chant that's happening?
I don't know. I don't recognize it.
I don't recognize it either. It sounds like a melee side.
Yeah, I think it's melee
not
chant,
a Street
I don't know what
Fighter
it is.
chant, but
Wobbles
still.
versus Axe. So Wobbles, the good news is, though, it's heartbreaking, but the good news is Wobbles and Axe have some incredible sets because they'll go different characters.
They do.
Which is exciting.
So we see a Young Link.
Young Link.
We
Falcon
sometimes
comes
see
out.
Falco. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not too sure what's going to happen. Is that just because they know each other, or is it because like Pikachu doesn't do great?